What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Off the Field. It's your girl V from Reality Recap, and this is the show where we cover everything happening beyond the field. From courtroom headlines and relationship drama to business moves, social media beefs, and the stories everybody's talking about. Before we jump in, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and leave thoughts in the comments after the episode. I got my best friend Qua back with me today, or y'all know him as Live Through Me. He really don't need no introduction at this part. At this point he's a part of the team. He's hired without getting paid, and he's a part of the conversation. We both in the studio today. It's the Rock in here.
So it's Jay-Z 30,
Okay, are we loaded? You motherfuckers think you big time? Fucking with Jay-Z, you gonna die big time.
Welcome. Jay-Z 30
Short.
had to do it.
That's short for they be the banned us with copyright.
Just one time, and I sent you out there, so I had to, I had to represent one time.
Yeah, and the time was had, it was very weird to be at Jay-Z's 30th without the person that introduced me to Jay-Z, the person that got me hooked on Jay-Z. But, he did say he'll be back next summer. That's what he said. So hopefully you get it together and you come up this way.
Yeah. I just had, I had other things going on, So
yeah, I get it. Grown man business. I get
that's
it.
right,
But yeah, off the field, as you can see, we in the stew today. We in the Rock for La Familia.
That's right. Yeah, baseline today, Maybe she gonna rap for y'all. She can rap.
I really can. What they used to call me, 25 cent.
25
I
cent.
really can. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. We got a lot of stories to cover for you guys today. We're gonna start with some of the headlines, the trending and most recent headlines, and take you through because like I said, every 2 weeks there's a lot of shit happening in between that with these athletes. So we're gonna cover it all and get right into the shits. Starting with, let me put the picture up. Bam Adebayo and Tyler is a hero.
Tyler Herro.
Tyler
Herro. Tyler Herro.
Former Miami Heat teammates Bam and Tyler are making headlines after reports of a physical altercation during NBA Summer League in Las Vegas. Bam and Tyler, which is Bam is a Miami Heat center, 3-time All-Star. Tyler is a Milwaukee Bucks guard, former Heat guard, and 6th man of the year. What happened? Reports say Bam confronted Herro over comments allegedly made after Herro's departure from Miami. The argument reportedly turned physical before security intervened. Police were not called. No video. It's just going around the internet, but I have not seen any video of this alleged altercation. Have you?
Yeah, well, I like that. Somebody get punched in the face. It don't always need to be a video. I don't know what he said, but he probably deserved to get punched in the face.
Yeah, now this is alleged, but what I heard, it stemmed from leaked conversations criticizing Bam's leadership with the Heat. That I think Tyler he's salty about his trade. He was leaking text messages, DMs, and conversations, and criticizing Bam's leadership. So when Bam saw him allegedly, he stepped to him. Got to address what you've been saying behind them Twitter fingers.
That's right. She wants to say it in real life.
Yeah. I mean, the pair helped lead Miami to the 2020 and 2023 NBA Finals and were considered cornerstone players of the year. And now they cornerstone beefing. Okay. Were you surprised by this?
I get punched in the face. They might not be beefing. It just, he said something, I had to punch him in the face, and
Were you surprised by this though? Because they say Bam has always had a reputation for being like real low key, real level headed.
He's not as aggressive as let's say a Draymond Green or somebody you would expect that from. So I mean, it's a little shocking, but so, again.
Speaking of that, I saw Draymond Green. We were like 5 feet apart from each other at the Jay-Z concert.
And you didn't
Like,
secure the interview.
no, because of his reputation, I didn't want him to knock my fucking phone out my hand and stuff like that. 'Cause then I would have been going to jail. So
Content that'd have been worth filming. You'd have been number one.
I should have let him knock the phone out my hand so I could have sued.
That's right.
Yeah, he was
Either
with his
I'm a
wife
sue or
and
you go
everything.
interview. Sue get the interview.
Yeah, he was with his wife and everything. They was looking real date nightish. It was wild how many people were there and just didn't have security like that. I guess I was like, they felt very comfortable. Maybe Jay-Z guaranteed their safety.
People don't really run up on people. I mean, Draymond is like damn near 7 feet tall.
Yeah, true.
Just running up on Draymond.
Yeah, well, it was a few people. Glorilla was out there with her boo. I know he playing in the NBA too, but I don't really know who he is. LeBron was out there in the crowd. Megan Thee Stallion, Draymond, Vanessa Bryant with her daughter.
Yeah, illustrious Vanessa Bryant. You didn't secure the interview.
No. Why would I need to secure them interviews when I got you? You're the only person I need.
Why not?
But
Vanessa,
yeah,
if you're out there and you're watching, I want to interview you.
Yeah, what you say she was? You said she was illustrious?
Illustrious, yeah.
And I asked you, what the fuck does that mean?
Listen, it sounds provocative. It gets the people going.
Yeah, so the illustrious Vanessa Bryant, if you listening, thank you for waving and all of that. And yeah, we want to interview. And apparently I should have asked that at a concert with the DJ blasted music and people on their personal time. I just, how I am. I be trying to keep it cool. I'm not about to be out here begging and looking like nobody's groupie, no fan. Where's my fans at? But yeah. But back to the story with Bam and Terry. It looks like no consequences right now of the altercation. No surfaced video have come up. So look like they got away with it. It was a little wow, little wham. They shot the fair one and that's it. Well, speaking of relationships that continue making headlines, even though this is a friendship, we're going to go into a relationship with Miles Bridges and Michelle Johnson. Miles Bridges and Michelle are once again making headlines as their long-running legal disputes continue. Background of the story: Bridges entered a no contest plea in his 2022 domestic violence case involving Michelle Johnson and later served an NBA suspension. Additionally, allegations followed in 2023 involving an alleged protective order violation. And in this new development, Bridges now accuses Johnson of misdemeanor assault and battery during a custody exchange. Authorities filed a misdemeanor charge. Johnson's response was that she's saying the allegations are retaliation. And basically, it seems like they're still going back and forth over custody. He is accusing her of allegedly throwing water on her, and she caught a charge off that. Huh?
As she should.
Well, she said,
you're going to jail, you throw water on me.
Wow. I didn't even know that was
That's assault, and you assaulting me.
Wow, what did the water do? Did it slap you in the face?
It made me wet when I wanted to be dry.
Well, she's saying that it's retaliation. She also said she released in her statement that she has video of him like manipulating the security system because apparently he was at her house but had just filed these charges of minutes earlier before being over her house. So she released like security footage of him at the house chilling, picking up the kids, and allegedly he's tampering with security footage so there would be no video to, I guess, confirm his story of this water being thrown on him.
Maybe he was
I
scared
don't
for
know.
his life, and he didn't. So he just went over and got the kids without conflict.
He don't look scared in the pictures. He's chilling, walking through her home, all types of stuff. But listen, I don't know. I don't know what scared looks like for a man that tall. You just talked about how a tall man like them ain't nobody running up on him. So you think this woman ran up on him and threw water on him with her children there? But okay, whatever you say, bro.
Women are scary like that.
Yeah, we can be scary. I'll get that to you.
Exactly.
But do these two need to stop engaging outside of court and let the legal system handle everything else? But it was
I
an
mean, they're
exchange.
parents. You got a
Yeah.
co-parent. You can't not be a good co-parent. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes women are emotional, want to throw water, and you just got to press charges.
The fact that you're promoting pressing charges on women is crazy. Just for water.
The fact that women out here throwing water. Today is water.
That's
Tomorrow it's oil. Then it's paint. Then it's knife. Then it's a gun. And then I'm not here
and
no
it's
more.
acid,
Exactly, whatever. We throwing something, Can't let her get too comfortable.
Listen, that's alleged. There's no video of this either. Just like it ain't no video of Bam and Tyler hitting each other. Ain't no video of her throwing no water. She's innocent until proven guilty in the court of Vanessa
She looked
law.
guilty in the picture. I'm just saying. I don't know.
She looked good in the picture. I don't know what you're talking about. She looking like a baddie in the picture. I don't know what you talking about. The collarbones look good.
She could be a baddie fella. It's a bunch of them.
It sure is.
That's what we need to do, a show about baddie fellas.
Yeah.
Get them some pen pads.
Yeah, maybe we should reverse it and talk about wags and baddies and that date athletes that just been getting in trouble. Maybe we should. I'll look into that and see if we can make a show out of that. But yeah, developing story. We'll see what happens if she's found guilty of the charges. If she put out her statement in her videos claiming her innocence. So we'll continue to follow this story. But staying in the realm of legal battle, we're going to follow up on a story that we talked about previously. We talked about Stefon Diggs' lawsuit with his male accuser, accusing him of sexual assault. What's his name? Christopher Blake Griffith. We talked about before how Griffith is saying that he was sexually assaulted by Stefon, that he asked for video footage to be turned into the courts, also financial records Christopher was asking for, since Stefon said that this lawsuit has damaged his reputation and his means of making money, I guess with brand deals and stuff like that. So Christopher wanted Stefon to prove that. But then also, a few things happened in this case, to be honest, that I saw. I saw, number one, that Stefon was asked to detail more as to he simply said that they were associates or something like that. And the courts asked Stefon to detail more of what their relationship was. Then also Christopher came out and alleges that he turned in over 100 pages of text evidence.
Damn.
Yeah, 100 pages of DMs and text messages and
texting no
conversations.
nigga 100 times, bro. Yeah, we gotta say that we got 100 pages of text messages.
Yeah, I mean, what's in the text messages are unknown right now, but I'm gonna try to get my hands on it.
It ain't 100. It might be like 5 pages. He just got real big font, so
So you think he blew up the font?
There's 100 pages worth.
Let me find out he went to Staples and blew it up poster size.
Kinko's just print.
Well, that's what he said. He said his text, iMessages, and Instagram messages during the discovery. So again, what's in it is yet to be determined, but I'll definitely be trying to get my hands on that. Yeah, like I said, Diggs has been ordered to provide more details, responses about his relationship with Griffith and the events surrounding the allegations. And then there's also a separate lawsuit for Diggs' brother. Is this Diggs' brother? I only know the other one that played for, well, was playing for your team. But it seems like this same guy, Christopher, uh sued Stefon's brother.
For what?
And Griffith settled a separate lawsuit against his brother Darius Diggs. The settlement does not it doesn't affect this lawsuit, but I'm trying to remember what it was about. Something about he's saying that Stefon's brother like threatened him and roughed him up, trying to scare tactics against this
Oh yeah, they
whole.
say. I think I seen something about that. He said that
Yeah.
they jumped him after they accused him of stealing. They jumped him because he stole Stefon's belongings.
And they said also that he tried to they wanted his phone, that allegedly Darius wanted Christopher's phone because that's where all these iMessages and text messages was held. That's what he alleged. But they settled that case for 10 million. What you think about that? Does it look good? Public opinion, you know how it is when a case is settled. I know it doesn't
Just because
automatically
you settled
mean.
don't mean you just because you settled don't mean you're guilty. But they probably did beat his ass. Hey, they probably jumped him. I mean, I wouldn't pay 10 million, but that's me.
Yeah, and I guess my question is, would you settle if your brother is supposedly innocent and saying this didn't happen?
I mean, two things could be true. His brother could be innocent, and they still could have roughed him up. So I mean, they don't really have to have anything to do with each other.
But why they need his phone if he innocent? Should be nothing in there. Shouldn't nothing be in the 100 text messages, right?
Listen, it might not be what you think. It might be something, but it might not be that.
I
mean,
still want the footage. I told you I want to see the footage because Christopher alleges that there is
footage of
possibly
him being
footage.
sexually assaulted or him being
Yeah,
roughed
of him
up.
being sexually assaulted. He's asking for
Why would
footage,
you want to
security
see? Why
footage.
would you want to see that? If he was sexually assaulted, why would you want to see somebody getting sexually assaulted?
I want to see the footage. I want to see what happened. I want to see what is he interpreting as sexual assault. I don't want the video to just be him coming out of his house because he alleged this happened at his house. So I don't want it to be just footage of him walking out of the house or being seen around there. Like, I
Well, if
hope
it's
it.
a
And
ring
I told
camera,
you
it's
it got
only
to have audio too.
if it's a ring camera. You're only gonna see him coming in and going out.
He said it's security surveillance footage. I don't know if it's just ring camera. Like, rich people got ring cameras, don't they? They be having full on security systems. I don't think it's just a
I
little
don't know
ass
if they have
ring
him in the
there.
house, but you know they be doing some freaky stuff that they might not want on video.
This is true. Possibly this being one of the events. We'll have to see. But I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for all of that. I'm looking for the text messages. Like, come on, Quad, do some legal work. That's your realm. Like, find the text messages,
You
find the
want me to hack
video.
in and get the text messages?
I mean, is it sealed information? Can you at least check that? Is it sealed or is it something that you can get your hands on?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll have
All
an
right.
update on that. We'll have an update in 2 weeks.
Okay. Gotta wait 2 weeks. You can at least give it to me before the 2 weeks get here. Damn.
I gotta break the story worldwide. We're gonna do a special episode if I get it before then. Breaking news.
We sure will exclusively do like a 15-minute episode just on that. I'm down for that. All right, moving on to a rather disturbing case. This is, I want to say it's pronounced Blaise Taylor and his guilty verdict. He is a former NFL scout, and he played for, I want to say, yes, Arkansas State player, and the victim is Jade Benning. So prosecutors allege that Taylor secretly poisoned Jade Benning's drink with cocaine in February of 2023. He later called 911 claiming she was having an allergic reaction. The evidence showed that in the testimony from Benning's best friend, toxicology reports and medical evidence formed key parts of the prosecutor's case. Taylor pleaded not guilty and argued the death was an accidental overdose. But the verdict was he was found guilty on 4 murder counts after less than 3
Wow,
hours of jury deliberation.
that's bad.
Sentencing is pending. Yeah.
Oh. Mm.
There's a
I
lot
just
to
got
the
one question. How did
story.
you accidentally take cocaine? Like you put it in her food, her drink,
I
like
don't know if it was not that it was they saying it was an accident to overdose. That was his
so he's already
defense.
taking cocaine.
So
So
yeah, that's what was weird. They're saying that she used cocaine previously, like she, allegedly was a user or used it recreationally, but
she
she
was
was
pregnant
pregnant
using
at this
cocaine.
time. Yeah. Now the other part of it is that they're saying that there was evidence that Blaise didn't want her to have this baby. He didn't want her to be pregnant. So that was part of, I guess, their case that they built against him, saying that he was the one that he spiked her drink with cocaine. So she had the overdose. The baby had like a low heart rate and was unresponsive. The unborn baby passed away a few days later after she did. So sad
Pray,
story, but
pray for the
I
family.
don't know.
That's tragic.
Yeah. It's a weird one for me. I don't really know how they completely know that he did that. I don't know.
Well, somebody knows something. He got found guilty. It wasn't just charges.
Yeah, he was found guilty, but I just
And
don't
we
know.
got the
Like,
video.
it's based off of testimony and the toxicology reports, and it said medical evidence formed key parts of the prosecutor's case, but I still don't know how they put him at the scene as the one
I
putting
mean,
something in her
if
drink.
he gave it to her, he might, if he was just her supplier, maybe he didn't intentionally try to, you know, maybe it was an accidental overdose, but since he gave it to her, like when celebrities, they have overdoses, they go arrest the dealer for murder. So
Yeah.
it's
What's
just
your
sad.
reaction to the guilty verdict being reached in like 3 hours after a
I
case
mean,
like this
I
that
think
went a
that I
few
think that's
days?
a long time. I think
Really?
they actually thought about it. Yeah, 3 hours. I mean, they could have came back in 10 minutes and said guilty.
That's true.
So,
That's true. I don't know. In something like this, I guess I was thinking I need to get out of my movie head and thinking like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
they should have
Yeah.
been locked, not sure,
People
deadlocked
don't
or
think that
whatever they
long. They
call
be
it.
in there, they come back, especially if the evidence is clear. So
Yeah.
looks like somebody thought about it for a while, 3 hours, unless they wanted just some free dinner or something from the court. But
Not free dinner.
free dinner, got some burgers or something, some In and Out or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, prayers to the family, tragic situation. We'll keep y'all updated once he's sentenced. The sentencing is pending right now, so we'll see if they fry his boots or not. But I think they is no
Oh,
NFL for him. Yeah. Well, we're gonna stay in the courtroom. Next, we're moving on to Dwayne Wayne's son, Zaire Wade, who is now facing a formal felony charge after his arrest in California. Zaire Wade, who is he? Like I said, he's Dwayne Wade's son. He's a former G League player as well. What happened? Police responded to reports of a woman screaming and found an injured woman with visible cuts, and Wade was arrested. The charges were prosecutors filed one felony count of what the hell is this, Quadir? Corporal injury involving a dating relationship.
Corporal, corporal,
Yes, is that how you say it? Corporal?
corporal.
CORPOR. What the hell is that,
Cor-
legal guy?
I mean, he injured her gravely.
Mm. He was
She had
released.
some cuts. I bet you she threw some water on him.
Oh,
You
here we
gonna
go.
learn.
Back to the water. We back to the water. Well, I guess you throwing water and you take it there. That don't really match the same energy. Somebody throw water and you cutting them. That don't match the same energy. He was released after posting a $50,000 bond. Interesting detail: a handgun was recovered though authorities have not alleged it was used. Or I don't know if it was his, but I guess at the scene of this happening, a handgun was recovered.
He wasn't charged with it, so guess they
No.
can't prove it.
Yeah.
Do
Do
we
you
know this
think
young lady?
being
Not a picture of this young lady. You know, is she
no, there's no information about her, like as far as her name and all of that. Mm-mm.
just
No
curious?
picture. Nope. Seems like her identity is being concealed. But do you think that this case is getting extra attention because he's Dwayne
Of course,
Wade's
if he was,
son?
of course.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody would care otherwise.
Right. Not for the G League. I don't even know what the G League is, child.
The G League is the minor, the NBA minor league. You know, you're not a pro, but you're not playing the street corner either.
Is
You know,
that the
and a lot
same
of those
league
guys.
that Bronny's on? Or Bronny
Yes,
was on?
well, Bronny plays both, but yes, Bronny's in the G League as well. They use it for
Okay.
development purposes. You know, they use it for training, things like that.
Okay, to get them ready. All right. It's like a little boot camp.
Yeah, and then you might get elevated from the G League, or you might just stay there forever.
Okay. Well, yeah, more to come on that case. He's charged with the felony. What happens now? He got to go to court. He got to
You
prove his
gotta go to court.
innocence.
You gotta face the charges. You know.
Hope he got. Hope he got a Jewish lawyer so he could beat the charges. We gonna see. Well, speaking of federal investigations, I know this story is going to have you upset because you said the people they've been messing up the parlays. So Malik Beasley has a federal indictment. He's a former NBA
Lock
guard.
him up. Throw away the key.
He has officially been indicted in a federal sports betting case. We've covered this case previously. The former first round NBA draft pick. Damn, he a former first round draft pick?
He wasn't even a bum. He actually was a decent player. I can understand some bums doing this, but he was a decent player and he made decent money. And
Wow.
I don't know
All
why.
of them in this case was making decent money. All of them, it seemed like, had money and they was just being greedy and they forfeiting.
Well, they didn't have money. They had a gambling addiction. That's what they had.
That's what you.
Yeah.
Oh well, it take one to know one. So
$22 million a year contract ain't no, it can't help you if you gambling every week, you know.
Yeah.
And then you owe the wrong people money, you gotta do what you gotta do. But them messing up my parlays, I take that personally.
Yeah.
He wasn't on there, but he could have been on there. And that's the principle. So lock him up, throw away the key, teach these guys a lesson.
Yeah, well, prosecutors allege he manipulated individual player statistics to influence prop bets.
I don't know if you saw the video, but it was very obvious what he was doing.
All of the videos was say key evidence. A late game rebound against the Clippers allegedly helped cash bets and is cited in the indictment. Yes. His co-defendant is former NBA player Ed Davis, who was also indicted. The charges are wire fraud, conspiracy, sports bribery, honest services fraud, and money laundering conspiracy. Beasley has pled not guilty.
And all these niggas telling on each other. So that's why everybody getting indicted. They telling.
But that's what I said. You told me no, just because one admit to his wrongdoing, then they ain't telling on each other. But it's giving a whole lot of this going on. It's like 5 Spider-Mans pointing at each other in the room. That's what's
so
happening.
Obvious. You can look at a game and tell. But yeah, I think they telling on each other now. There's been too many like back to back.
I've been told you that. And you ain't want to believe it. I told you that. They trying to save themselves. Yeah, and just we were talking about his money. He said in a career impact, a reported 3-year, $14 million Pistons contract fell apart after news of the investigation. Now, how much did he make off swinging these bets? A couple $100,000?
Not even. He was in debt. He owed some people some $100,000, so he had to throw a couple games. You know.
That's crazy. Do you think legalized sports betting means we'll continue to see more investigations like this?
You will. You definitely will. It's just getting too blatant and too obvious, and these guys are trying to make some quick money for their family or friends. It's just too obvious. I think it's always been going on, but with legalized sports gambling, it's just easier. It's easier for them to commit it now.
Yeah. I just don't understand it because, again, it'd be like they be worth so much, or they have contracts that's worth millions and millions of dollars, and they jeopardize that for a couple 100,000. I just don't understand it at
Yeah,
all.
but maybe they started doing something else. Maybe they were playing cards and they lost at a card game, and now they down 500 million. And now the only way they can pay it back is if he be like, all right, well, you're a ball player, throw the game. I'm gonna bet
Yeah.
that you don't. I'm gonna bet that you don't score 10 points. Don't
Oh, you
score.
think it's some loan sharks in this too? You think there's some loan
That's
sharks
I
in
mean
there?
that's what it is. It's not them doing it for themselves. It's because they owe other people money, probably from some other form of gambling, and this is how they got to pay it back.
That is a great observation. That's alleged, y'all, but that's a great observation. I told you. I mean, you are a gambling addict yourself, so I would trust what you say. It takes one to know one.
I like winning. I like gambling. You know, gambling comes with substantial risk. People don't gamble.
Right.
That's my good deed for the year.
Exactly what
But
an
I do
addict.
have a parlay tomorrow for the World Cup, just in case.
Yeah. Send it over to me. I might be a little bit of an addict myself. But prayers to these people. If they are gambling addicts, y'all get yourselves some help, because FanDuel
Yes,
always
gambling is
giving me the number when I log in.
excuse the fact that you're blowing up my parlay, so lock them up. Throw away the key.
Moving on to our next legal issue. This story developed right after we did our last episode, and it's been a lot coming out, but it's a little embarrassing for me because this is my team. I love the Detroit Lions, but Terrion Arnold, yeah, another
Real
first
will be
round draft
real,
pick. Yeah,
Look,
another first round draft pick, Terrion Arnold, has gone from alleged robbery victim to facing multiple felony charges and an alleged revenge plot. Background of the story: Arnold reported more than $250,000 in cash and luxury items being stolen from an Airbnb in Florida. Prosecutors allege that Arnold orchestrated the kidnapping and armed robbery of three men he believed were responsible. Investigators later said the victims were not connected to the original theft. So the guys that were targeted
so he
wasn't
ain't,
even
he
the
ain't
ones
no
that stole
random
from
people.
him.
They took his stuff and he went to get it back, and now he in jail. Free that man till it's backwards.
Well, with these charges, he's facing life. The charges with 4 counts of kidnapping, 4 counts of armed robbery. Arnold has pled not guilty, but they were saying that, they're also alleging that he receives either like a FaceTime call or he received video of the alleged kidnapping and robbery. Like people basically letting them know that the job had been done.
Well, they shouldn't have took his stuff. He shouldn't have let him go.
Yeah. The court case itself, I mean, when he appeared in court after he was arrested, the judge, I mean, it was clear that he was receiving special treatment because of his status, or him being a football player. He didn't get no ankle monitor. He was allowed bail because they said, but he has some type of confinement, but he's able to travel for
For work.
practice
Where he
and
gonna go?
work stuff.
Where he gonna go? We all know who he is now.
They
And guess
said
what else
that,
they know?
yeah, the
They know
judge
not to
said
rob
that
him no more.
yeah, listen, the judge said that the ankle monitor would interfere and be, I guess, too much of a hassle for him to be able to go to practice and all of that. So they let him out without it. And then after they let him out and he didn't get the ankle monitor to go to work, he got fired on his day off. The Lions released him. He was released, but there are several NFL teams that are reportedly showing interest in him. I read that he went to visit with the Texans and completed a physical for them. And the Jets are also interested in him, which kind of makes sense, being that the Jets head coach came from he was the defensive
Coordinator
head
over
coach for us over here
there.
at
You
Detroit
probably want to
Lions.
go to your boy CJ though. That's who down there in Texas, right? And CJ.
Yeah, and also David Montgomery is in Texas now, so I was kind of thinking
Okay.
that was a
Re-
pull on his end
Reunited
too.
teammates.
Yeah, I mean Terrion, he should have been released last year the way he was playing, and he cost us a lot of penalties. He was literally getting on my last nerves. So he
Wow,
should have
he
just been
planning
released then.
kidnapping. He planning kidnappings. Watching the sideline, couldn't focus.
Yeah, it came out in the penalties. Very violent. No. But yeah, so we'll see if he lands with another team. I just find it a little weird, honestly, that Detroit let him go so quick, but other teams are willing to entertain the thought of him coming on the team, even though he's facing life in prison. It's like, what does Detroit know?
Detroit don't let him go anyway. They just needed a reason.
Probably.
That's
And
that.
And honestly, as they should. Like I said, he wasn't playing good to be a first round pick. He was very disappointing to me, but we'll continue to keep you guys updated on this story as they start to go to court. The criminal case is still pending, so I need to hear the evidence in this too. We'll keep you posted. Prayers to that man.
Prayers to everybody involved.
All right, let's switch from criminal court to civil court real quick. Travis Kelce, which by the way, congratulations to Travis Kelce and his wedding to Taylor Swift at Madison Square Garden, which was insane. Did y'all catch me on TMZ talking about the wedding? If you didn't, it's on my page. Got to plug myself over there at Reality Recap. But seems like Travis, while getting ready for his wedding, he was also dealing with a trademark lawsuit involving 1587 Prime. Kelsey and Patrick Mahomes are asking a judge to dismiss a lawsuit over the restaurant's name. Who is suing 1587 Sneakers claims the trademark rights to the number and argues consumers could be confused. How do you confuse a sneaker with a steak? I don't know.
I never heard of the sneakers. I never heard of the steak.
Me either. I guess they want to, I don't know if the restaurant, is it open? I think they did open that restaurant, right? The 1587 Prime.
No, I haven't been out to Kansas City in a while, so I wouldn't know. I couldn't tell you. Next time I go there, I'll look for it.
You so aggravating, yo. We need to. It is open. Yeah, I remember they did open a restaurant and people went to it. 587 Prime. Looks very upscale. Whenever they got
some wagyu on there. They got some wagyu. We might
they
have
got
to
some wagyu, they got some bone marrow. When you see the bone marrow, you know what that means. They got that money. They got that money. But yeah, so they're asking the judge to dismiss the lawsuit. The judge has not ruled in the motion to dismiss, but we'll see. I don't know how do you mistake a steak for a sneaker. I have no idea. Can someone really own the rights to a number, Qua? Like nobody can use 1587?
I don't think they don't really own them. I mean, I don't know. Let me start there. But I would think they don't actually own the number. They just own the use of the number for certain things. Like you said, like maybe clothes and apparel, as opposed to restaurants and I don't know the other type of hospitality industry. And then it may be some confusion because if you've seen a Nike Steakhouse, you would automatically think Nike Steakhouse was affiliated with Nike sneakers. But since nobody don't know 1587 sneakers, I don't think there's any confusion right there. If anything, it would boost the sneaker sales because we would confuse the sneaker sales with being related to the restaurant. But
yeah. Now, if they had said 1738 and Fetty Wap, I might have understood, but I'm not.
And I mean, Remy ain't Fetty Wap, right? I mean,
no, that's what I was thinking too. They ain't Sue Fetty Wap. I mean, I'm also thinking you know a lot about trademarks since you are procrastinating on mine. Let me just
I
throw
don't
that
know.
out there.
I don't know
You know
anything
a lot
about
here.
trademark. I just play an attorney on TV. Catch me every Monday and Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you know enough to get my application in. That's all I'm gonna say. Any progress on that for the people? No.
It's in the
Mm.
works. I'm gonna have my assistant get you over a draft this week.
I won't hold my breath for your imaginary assistant. Who's sending it? Chat GPT?
Now, but yeah.
Okay. All right, let's round this thing on out and get out of here. We got a few more stories to go. Let's talk
Okay.
about Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen
Yeah.
goes viral after stepping out with his 23-year-old girlfriend. And what happened? The pair was spotted together. They've been spotted together multiple times. I don't know why this went viral. This isn't the first time they've been seen together, but it's
Scotty
sparking
got
the
him,
discussion. What'd you say?
Scotty got him a little joint. She all right.
Yeah, he got him a little joint. She's 23. There's a 37-year age gap.
Age
So
ain't nothing
that's
but a
the
number.
discussion. Right.
Age ain't nothing but a number. I mean, you only as young as you feel, and I'm. And what
Yeah.
Larson said Scotty like to act like a young boy. So
And Larsa can't say nothing. Wasn't she messing with Michael Jordan's son? Wasn't she out here with
I'm just
the
saying though, she
basketball
said
player? Like she can't
Scotty
say
full of
nothing.
energy. That's all I'm saying. So maybe you need him a young girl.
You are absolutely right. She said it on the Miami reunion that they was in Pound Town 5 times a day. You are
He
absolutely
might
right.
need something young and fresh, a little tenderone.
What you know about what Larsa Pippen said? You ain't never watched no Real Housewives of Miami reunion.
I
How
know
you know that?
Larson Pippen said that.
Because it got something to do with it. That's why you know. That's exactly why you know. A mess. I'm actually impressed though that you know a little bit about Larsa Pippen and a housewife. I'm actually impressed.
I know because I know she used to deal with Future, so
Yeah.
and some Gucci flip flops. That was my song.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta watch there's a reality TV show that came on. It premiered called Calabasas Confidential, and it has Larsa's son on it. And I think he's emotionally damaged. Like he just bakes cookies all the time. It's kind of like I guess it's like his release or whatever. But he
Well,
talked about on the show how when it came out that she was messing with Future, like the kids was taunting him. They was playing Future all music all the time. Why are you smiling? This is serious. Like he seems actually like emotionally damaged by
That's
it.
torture. They
Low-key.
play Future all day.
Yeah, like I guess they was cracking jokes and tormenting him and playing Future's music and
Should learn how to fight.
yeah. Yeah, he seems like a bit of an introvert, a little sensitive. Cause me, I'd have been like, who your mama fucking? Some brokey?
Stand up.
Exactly. You know?
Yeah. Well,
But
maybe not in
that's just
Calabasas,
me.
but still, the pool boy. My bad.
Yeah. Me and you, we got thick skin. We do this all day. So I would have been locked and
Jokes
loaded
all
and
day.
prepared.
I mean, a lot of these kids gonna be emotionally scarred when they moms, they get a little older and their moms was on OnlyFans and she was hoeing and bopping around.
Yeah. Selling feet pics and stuff. I get it. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it sparked controversy, but it sounds like you're saying I was going to ask you if both people are adults, should anyone care about the age
Nope.
difference?
I mean, me personally, I'm not quite Scottie Pippen's age. And 23 might be a little young for me, but
You sure? You sure? You knocking on the door.
black don't crack, but I'm not there yet. But
You sure you ain't
I mean,
knocking on the door?
23 might be a little young. I think 25 is like.
Okay, that's your legal limit. That's your moral compass
Yeah,
is at 25.
that's my moral. Yeah, 23. She's still a baby. She might as well be 13 at 23. She's still. She's a cute baby, but
I think that's what it was for me. Like she doesn't even look 23. I think people saw her and looked at her as like a teenager or like his daughter or something. I personally thought
She got a young
that's
look
what
to her.
sparked it. I think that sparked it before they even knew how old she was, to be honest. Just my thoughts. But yeah, I mean, do I want my daughter dating as a guy 37 years older than him? No, but I can't say nothing if they do. And if it's
Well,
somebody with Scottie Pippen's money, what am I supposed to do?
if my daughter did somebody 30 years, I'm gonna have a
I'm
lot to
trying
say.
to
Scottie
tell you,
Pippen or
they're
Scottie
not.
Pippen or whoever. I don't care how much money you got. Listen,
You just said
no,
you just was saying. Oh, they both grown, can't say nothing. But now you singing a different
that
tune,
was
huh?
said. I was saying a different tone. If your daughters
Mhm.
do it, I'm still gonna have something to say. Maybe you ain't gonna have nothing to say,
That's
but I'm
between
still
you and
gonna have something to say.
they daddy.
Well,
I'd have been in the background of the picture. No, I'm just kidding,
as
y'all.
long as
But
you got
no,
the bail money, it don't matter.
yeah, we stay ready.
Cause then you're gonna be doing a story about me.
But yeah, I listen. It's a lid for every pot. He's
I
actually
mean, I'm happy
very
for if we
private.
happy. I'm happy. They happy. Like I said, she ain't my daughter, but
Yeah,
I mean,
you don't want it to be yours, but I
I mean,
don't know.
I want
He's
my, you know,
usually very private about his relationships. We have not seen him as public within relationships as we have seen Larsa since their divorce. So it might be serious because he's again been around. I seen her back in April with him. So might be something that's developing us into something serious. We'll see.
we just don't be checking for Scotty. That's all.
Well,
And if
speaking of,
Larsa,
say it
if
again.
Larsa right now he on Housewives, he still wouldn't be checking for him.
True.
That's all.
True. My how the tables have turned. That's a true statement.
I mean,
Well, speaking
that's
of,
a good thing though. He's private, you know. But what we going?
yeah.
What we going to next? Somebody else got a nice young PYT on there.
Nah, we just staying in the realm of social media craziness at this point. We're gonna talk about Brandon Ayuk and Jaden Daniels.
Oh yeah, well, I don't know what's going on with this guy.
Yeah, honestly, it's not even funny at this point. Somebody need to do a wellness check. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what's going
Uh,
on with this dude. It's just confusing me because he keep talking as if he plays for the Commanders already. It's
I
giving.
don't know if it's a publicity stunt to try to get some attention to him or to the situation, but I mean I don't know.
I'm genuinely concerned. It's giving Ray Finkel at this point and losing it, losing all his
It
marbles.
could it could be two bros just playing, going back and forth.
Nah, it's not giving that. Well, former teammate Brandon Ayuk and Jaden Daniels, they appear to have had a public falling out. What happened was Ayuk criticized Daniels and referenced Daniels' close relationship with his mother after some social media involving a fan. What happened there was reports the two unfollowed each other, and Ayuk later claimed he tried calling Daniels but couldn't reach. There was a video of a fan who saw Jaden Daniels and was saying like F Brandon Ayuk. And to me, it looked like a nervous laugh or like trying to laugh it off and move on type situation. But Jaden laughed at the comment, and then Ayuk he took to Instagram saying that basically acting like he's on the team and saying that Jaden called him, telling him, "You on my team now, you gonna listen to what I say." And he told him he ain't listening to nobody that's still running behind his mama. Now I don't know how they had this conversation or how Jaden say that when he don't play for the Commanders, he's still under contract with the 49ers, despite him speaking as though
So maybe
he's
he imagined
running
he
Washington.
imagined this whole conversation.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's getting quite concerning. Somebody better do a wellness check. I'm starting to think, I don't know if it's because of his injuries and the medications he was taking, or like, is he suffering? What's that disease? Like, is it
CTE.
CTE? I don't know what's going on with him, but it's actually at this point, it was cool at first, like, oh, he command, like he want to be on the team. He's shopping himself around to actually thinking he on the team is a bit wild. But yeah, it looks like they've unfollowed each other, and Any chances if he had of even being picked up by the Commanders or any team at this point with these online rants, I think is shot. I think the 49ers going to hold on to him and have him riding the bench, get his money, their money out of him, make him honestly low key suffer. What do you think?
If he on the bench, he still get a paycheck. At least he can feed himself and his family. But yeah, I think somebody might need to check on him. This behavior seems very erratic, and I don't know.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so I'll say prayers to him because I think he might actually need him.
yeah.
I hope that everything works out the way he wants it to.
Well, prayers to him. Another concerning and honestly tragic story. We're gonna move on to
Oh, down again.
Chris
Oh man.
Johnson. Yeah, CJ2K, Chris Johnson reveals his ALS diagnosis. The former NFL star has revealed he has been diagnosed with ALS and also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. Oh,
Yeah,
is that what that's what Mr. Freeze's wife had in Batman, right?
I believe so. This is
Yeah.
back when he was doing the ice bucket challenge. That's what this was for. It was for ALS.
Yeah, so the former Tennessee Titan running back and 2019 NFL Offensive Player of the Year, and one of the few players to rush for more than 2,000 yards in a season. What happened? Johnson revealed he noticed weakness in his right hand before doctors diagnosed him with ALS. After extensive testing, the impact he now uses the eye tracking speech device to communicate after recording his own voice for the technology. So I saw the interview that he did and I was confused. At first, I was like, because I could hear a voice, but I didn't see his mouth moving. So that makes more sense. But he has actually reignited the ice bucket challenge. I've seen a lot of people participating in Marshawn Lynch to be one and, tagging other people to join, and everybody's been in support of Chris. But yeah, sad story. What was your reaction to hearing the news?
It's just tragic when anybody gets something like that, especially. He's still fairly young. He's not too old, and he was a tremendous athlete, like you said, one of the few people to rush for those 2,000 yards in a single season. So it's just tragic.
Do you think that is there a connection with this disease and playing football?
I don't
No.
think so. I don't know much about it, but I don't think it's necessarily something that you can get from, I guess, physical injury.
Yeah.
Maybe something that it's hereditary or runs in his family line, down the family line. I don't
That's
think it's
true.
something you can just contract.
Yeah. Well, prayers to Chris Johnson and his family. It's been cool to see everybody again, reigniting the challenge and supporting him and showing up for him. So prayers to him that he, hopefully they find a cure, but that he gets all the support that he needs.
Yes.
All
Please.
right, it's getting sad. Let's get some positive. Let's end on a positive note. I always try to after
Yeah.
we
Bring
have
us back
gone
up.
through.
You want to start
Yeah,
playing some music or something?
yeah. Since we always end up in the pits of hell with some of these court cases and stuff, we try to end on a positive note. So one positive story is Patrick Ewing is returning to the NBA. The Knicks legend is officially back.
That's good for Pat. The Knicks won the championship. Now he get a coaching job. I would love to see him go to the Knicks, but you go where you
True.
go.
Yeah. Many fans believe Ewing deserved another NBA opportunity following years as a respected assistant coach. This marks a return to Washington, where he previously served as an assistant more than 2 decades ago. Congratulations to him. I'm pretty sure I feel he deserves it. Another chance to become
He's
an
a
NBA
legend. I
head
think he has a
coach.
great basketball IQ, and he can probably do some good there in Washington. They need it.
Yeah. I felt like he was pep talking the Knicks during the finals and telling them, listen, you got to play a little bit tougher than that. You got to show up. You got to rough them up. I think he was
Get more
coaching from the
physical. Yeah,
sideline.
I'm sure he was doing that.
Yeah, so shout out to Patrick Ewing. Now those were the days when I was watching basketball. I'm strictly football now, but That's the era that I watched basketball. Patrick Ewing, I had the
And back
sneakers
when
with
he was
the
like 16,
pump up
17,
basketball.
18 back then. Yeah.
Yeah. You remember them sneakers, his Ewings with the
Yes.
basketball on it, pumping them up? Those were one of my
Yes.
favorite
Yes.
pair of sneakers of
I had a
all
pair of those
time.
too.
Yes, I love the Ewings, the Grant Hills, of course, the Jordans, but that was my era of watching basketball. But football won me over, and that's where I reside now. But congratulations to Patrick Ewing. I know we talked about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift marriage, but there was also an engagement coming out of my team, the Detroit Lions. Amram St. Brown
Amon
is
St.
engaged.
Ross St. Brown. Well, congratulations to him.
Amram St. Brown.
Yes. He looks very happy. Hopefully she'll
Yeah.
throw water on him. So I
No.
wish him nothing but the best. She looks like a sweet girl.
Longtime girlfriend, their high school sweethearts. Her name is Brooklyn Adams. St. Brown proposed during a sunset yacht outing surrounded by flowers and a violinist. How did you
classical
propose?
music.
How did you propose, Kwa?
Who, me? I
Yeah,
proposed
you.
first
Kwa,
time
ain't you?
too. You know, I proposed in front of the Christmas tree. You know, it wasn't
You
no
did?
violence. Yeah, it was Christmas morning. You know, I proposed in front of the Christmas tree. I was
Did
the
you wrap
present.
it up? Did you wrap it like a present, or you were just in front of the tree with a speech?
You know, I waited while she was unwrapping her gifts, and then when she turned around, you know, I was there.
What you say? You said something stupid because I know you.
I said,
You
you know,
serious for once.
I said, you know why we here, and that was it. I was like, what's understood don't gotta be said. You know,
Bruh, I'm gonna ask B because I don't
and she
believe that's
stood
what
10
you
toes. That's it. That's it. You know, I was like, you know, what's
lied.
understood ain't gotta be said. Put this
I
on.
wish
She's like,
you would
okay.
come and get in the camera because I don't believe that. I'm gonna ask B what she said. But yeah, congratulations to the couple. Again, they met in high school and have been together for more than a decade. Brooklyn is a registered nurse, so she got a career going for herself, supportive.
Get your prenup.
Yeah. Keep it positive, bruh, because y'all know what we say over here, hoes to get you sidetracked and clap from close feet. So
That's right.
keep it
Get the prenup.
positive.
She's a beautiful girl. It'll make it easier for both of y'all, so y'all not fighting later. That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, exactly. Prenup. She doesn't seem like a clout chaser. She's been there from the beginning, so congratulations to them. So that's the end for us here, Qua. That's all the stories we have. Thank you for joining me on the show today. I appreciate you. Let's invite the viewers one more time. Make sure you like this video, share it, subscribe to Off the Field. Make sure you're following me for all the reality news and gossip. It's reality. You see it on the bottom of the screen, REALITEA_recap. I also have a YouTube channel there. We're doing a lot of exclusive interviews, giving you the news. It's Reality Recap 2876. That's coming across the bottom of the screen as well. And support, monetize. Y'all see the Cash App, keep us, we got to keep giving y'all these fly backgrounds and stuff.
Send $1. Listen, we going out.
Until next time, y'all, take care.